Welcome back to the Red Wings Report with Strings and Pucks. This is Jeremy Laura, the stuttering guitarist. It's time for another Red Wings update. So after day 2 of training camp, it became abundantly clear that Detroit's acquisition of John Gibson has had a huge effect already on the team, the players, and the coaches. So there was a general excitement. Patrick Kane talked about having Gibson. He said essentially we finally have the starter that we need. And then he said, Talbot was great for us last year, but this is a huge 1-2 punch. And when talking to Coach McClellan, it sounds like the guys have just been full of energy and really buzzing about Gibson coming to the organization. I can't state enough how much the goals against killed the momentum of the team in the last 2 seasons. You had a power play that was in the top 3 when it was kicking, and your goals against couldn't get you over the hump. So getting John Gibson this summer, whatever success the team has, right now that is the biggest move that Steve Yzerman made. And it can't be understated how the players are seeing this. They see a goalie who has put in 60 games in a season. They see a goalie who is hung out to dry at times, but still brings it every single night. Now if you're looking at him doing 45 to 50 starts with Talbot being able to be a true kind of 1A, 1B option, you have him energetic. He literally said he wants to put everything behind him on moving outside of Anaheim, and that was really telling. Gibson needs a fresh start. This is a fresh start. And he said he wants to get this team to the postseason. So whatever happens, the Gibson acquisition has already had a major impact on training camp, on the players, and on the coaches. So that was, to me, a big part of day 1. A quick update on Simon Edvinsson. They were asking about Albert Johansson and if Edvinsson's absence would be an opportunity for the second pairing for people to move up and have a look. Coach McClellan immediately flagged that off and indicated he believes Edvinsson could end up playing in a preseason match. He said it's not that serious. So it sounds like we're at the end of the road of recovery. It's still precautionary, but from McClellan's perspective, Edvinsson is hitting the ice to start the season, and he's still the guy he was at the end of the year, which is he's I believe your second best defenseman, though he may still end up being on the second pair to split up him and Seider. There's a massive amount of buzz around Marco Kasper right now. In both days of interviews, Kasper's name's been asked about. It was asked of Larkin about Larkin going head to head, and Patrick Kane was asked specifically about Kasper. So Kane had some really interesting input on him. But what it sounds like the press is seeing, before I go into that, is that he's stronger, he's even quicker, and that line is they're a complete line. I said yesterday there's no holes in it according to Larkin. It's just a complete line. So what Kane had to say is, in talking about Kasper, he looks like he's poised to take another step in his game. When he came up from the AHL, he was an impact player right away. He complements us really well and pushes the pace. He's a guy that can play anywhere in the lineup, center with me and Kat, or even on the first line, left wing. A lot of options with him. I enjoy having him on the line. He's focused on being a good player. And this is what sticks out. When a player like Patrick Kane, a Hall of Famer, is looking forward to a line mate, he is excited about working with Kasper again this year. And the buzz that keeps coming back is he got stronger. He's going to start the season solidified in that spot. And here's where I think that's a much bigger deal than even I thought about it. This is the first time we have had 2 centers in the top 6, in my opinion, for a long time. Certainly under Yzerman. We have 2 centers that would be top 6 centers almost anywhere in the league. And I know the argument is, do we have a true number one? I believe Dylan Larkin is a first line center. Have that argument all day. Regardless, we're entering the season with the center position solidified in the top 6. Oddly, we really don't have the wing issue on Larkin's line, but when you're rolling out those top 2 lines, having that so well done, I'm expecting Kasper to get near 25 goals this year. So on that line, if DeBrincat can get near 40 again, if Kane gets 20 again, and if Kasper hits 25, you're looking at an 85 goal line right there. Larkin and Raymond are both going to be looking to get 30. So if they can get another 20 goal person solidified on the wing there, you're looking at 160 to 165 goals between the top 2 lines. It is so much more exciting to be starting the year with that locked down. So Marco Kasper, right now, in terms of how you're looking at the season, may be the most important forward on the team in terms of what is really improved. Larkin, he's been steady for you. He's given you 4 30-goal seasons. But what happened with Kasper last year, what they're looking at going into, and the buzz around him, there is no forward being talked about more than Marco Kasper right now. So congratulations on him. John Gibson, massive upgrade. Simon Edvinsson, sounds very close to coming back. And then the final element of it all is starting the year with Todd McClellan. It sounds like the pace is not relentless, but is very fast. This team is made to play with speed. So they are going to play to that strength, speed and skill. That's what you heard during the prospects games. If John Gibson can lock down the back end, this is a very different team starting the year. McClellan is coming in and saying, and it was hard to hear, this team still has to get through the basics. They're asking about a big change to the system. They're asking about big changes to the system, and he said this team has got to get better with the basics. So he recognizes, and I think in particular, team defense and face-offs. He wants this team to have more control of the puck for 60 minutes, and the team defense, it desperately needs to be better. Once they've hit that, he said, we're not going to skip a grade, we're going to get that right. Then we're going to implement our system changes. So great attitude going in. He is running the team hard into these scrimmages, into the preseason, so that they can come flying out the gate come game 1. But let me know your thoughts. Is Marco Kasper the most important forward on this team right now? Is John Gibson the difference maker that they were able to go out and get this team rolling? Can he lock it down? And if he's playing 45 to 50 games, is he much fresher and much stronger if this team sees the postseason? Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you tomorrow after day 3.